How's it going, everybody? Woolly Mammoth Gaming here, back with another video, and today we're doing a Sims 4 house build yet again. I know I always do these, but man, I love them so much. Like, they're a lot of fun, and it really it allows me to express my creativity and these ideas that I have in my brain for houses and stuff. So I really love to do them, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them. Let me know. Anyway, this one was actually really interesting to do. It's way different from any of my other houses that I built. The rest of my houses have been kind of modern, and this one is more of a Spanish style family home in a way, kind of. It's really different from anything else that I've done. So basically, it's an L-shaped house, and it has a pool in where the L, the lines come together. If that makes sense. You can see it anyway. And I really like how it turns out. I mean, the only thing that I didn't like about it was it looks a little flat from the front, but I mean, I guess it's just kind of how it's supposed to look. My original idea for it was a little different, but I just decided to roll with it, and I think it turns out really good. So as you can see, I threw up those nice, beautiful orange colored, I guess wall covering. I guess masonry. I don't know what to call it. And then I added the nice trim in between the levels. I thought that looked really nice. It really matched the style of the environment in the house. I was gonna try to add some pillars going through each one of the corners, but I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. So I just decided not to. And then at first I tried to put a deck that would make kind of the outlining of the roof. But I think I decided against it at the end. I think I just deleted it anyway, and I just used a roof or a ceiling or whatever. And I don't know, I wasn't too happy with how the ceiling turned out either. It looked really weird to me. It didn't look exactly how I wanted it to, but I still think it's a really good house, and I think it would be fun to do a playthrough with your Sims in it, and it's a nice big home. Reminds me a lot of a New Mexico style house. So yeah, as you can see, the way that the little lip makes the roof look, it just doesn't look right to me. I did like how they're angled ceilings, and the way that they line up like that. I think that looks really good. And I was trying to put in a trim at the top, but I couldn't figure out how to get it. I couldn't really get it, so I just decided against it. And finally, I'm going in and adding in the stairs, because that's kind of something new that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to add in stairs before I start doing the rest of the house, to actually make the house kind of, I don't know, just flow well together. And I spent a long time on the interior decorating of this house. Most of the video is going to be the interior and me decorating it, because the house is a really simple shape, honestly. So I decided to go with a nice tan wall scheme, with really the majority of the bottom part of the L being the living room, and then the other part, the longer part, being the kitchen and the dining room. So I was trying to get the wall to line up with the ceiling a little bit, but I mean not the ceiling, with the stairs, but I couldn't get it to look right because the railing kept messing it up. So I decided to just kind of have it out from the wall a little bit, but it's still back in the corner. Get a nice dark hardwood floor. I think I get a dark one, yeah. And I think that looks really good with the walls. It really perfectly contrasts. And I go in and separate the dining room from the kitchen, because I wanted to separate those two. I usually don't, but this time I did. And instead of a door, I have an archway, because it kind of keeps the house nice and open and just flows well together. I add the front door, which I end up moving a little bit here and there. A lot of things in the interior do get a little changed towards the end. Not really, not a lot, but just certain small little things that I thought didn't look good. And of course I go in and add things to make it look like it's been lived in, or it's like a house. I think I put a table, I put a table holding up, or a coffee table, and then the TV goes on the wall. Yeah, there we go. And I put a table underneath the TV as well with some flowers on it, I think. So the living room is obviously big and just nice and open, and I decided it was a little bit too big, so I kind of pull it back a little bit and make it, I separate the house actually, I forgot about that, so the L shape isn't fully L shaped. So then I was like, oh, I still have a lot of space left over, I need to do something about this. So I decided to make a nice little study, which ends up being really, really cool. So I think I add a entryway table by the door, I believe. Yeah. And I add up some paintings and stuff as always to make it look pretty lived in. I wanted to put a nice large carpet in, but I couldn't find one that looked right. It didn't match the walls or anything, so I just decided against it. As you can see, I forgot the cheat to enlarge stuff. So, well, not the cheat, just the command. But I eventually found it, and because I like nice big paintings on the walls. I don't like how small the paintings are. It just doesn't really work in a big open space like this. Let's see, what else do I add? Oh yeah, I think I add, yeah, pictures, and I add another plant, I think? Oh no, I add a bookshelf. It's been a while since I made this house. I made it a couple days ago, and this is being recorded like the day before it comes out, so. I couldn't find a bookshelf that really matched in that little living room, so I just settled on one that kind of matches everything. So here's where I go in and make a nice big study, because I've always wanted to make a nice open and big study. Well, not really open, more just like the old-timey, you know, like the old-timey study with the old books and then the chairs where you would see people like just like old men sitting there smoking their cigars and everything. I love that whole aspect of a study. I think it really, really looks nice. Because there's nice brown walls in there. It's really a huge contrast from the rest of the house, I think. Add a nice carpet. And then, yeah, we move on to decorating the study. It took me forever to find just things that looked nice in the room, because I didn't want it to look super fancy and just really gaudy, but then I didn't want it to look like really minimalistic either, so it was really trying to find that nice balance between the two. I don't really like the bookshelves in this game. They all look either too light, too dark, and the books are all just, I don't know, random colors. So yeah, I'm just throwing in some desk clutter with a computer, make it look like somebody's actually been using the books in that room. I'm gonna throw in nice big leather chairs. Really love that look. It's so classic and signature. As you guys can see right there, I turned on the move objects cheat, which is essential for every house build, because if you don't know what the move objects cheat does, is it allows things to intersect with each other, and it kind of takes off the setting of, oh, that's too close, you can't put it that close, because a lot of the restrictions that keep the furniture and stuff on the grid just they don't make sense to me. So I usually try to keep it realistic and make it look nice without it looking too like I'm just randomly putting stuff. I'm gonna go in, and I think I start on the dining room and the kitchen. So the dining room is another huge contrast from the rest of the house, I would say. The walls, I think they end up being red, and I think that's really the only thing that makes the dining room contrast is the red tables, because I mean, not the red tables, the red walls. It just doesn't really match with the rest of the house, but it works. I think it just looks really nice, and I love the dining room. I usually don't really work on a dining room, so it's really fun to mess around with one, make it look good. Yeah, I don't keep those walls, I don't think. Or do I? No, I don't. They end up being red. I'm trying to center that perfectly. And I think I throw in a bowl of fruit in the middle. Put on some cabinets like that. I think they look really good. like a china cabinet. Oh yeah, I threw a plant in the corner over there. Do I change the wall color? I think I do. I don't remember. And then of course the kitchen, which is relatively small and kind of boring in a way. It's not like a huge fancy modernized or anything. It's just pretty average kitchen, I'd say. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had to get the corner piece instead of it automatically making an intersection. And then also with the kitchen that you'll see in the final build, if you do decide to download the house and look at the screenshots, I end up making a wine cellar, and the whole story behind it was, in my head, is it used to be a place during the Prohibition era. As you can see, I changed the wall color. During the Prohibition era, they would use that wine cellar as a place to drink for everybody to go down to. So it ends up looking really, really nice. It has a nice little bar down there with kegs of alcohol and bottles on shelves, and so you'll see it looks really, really sweet. And unfortunately, I don't have a recording of me building it, but I do have the screenshots. The only reason I don't have the recording is I just built it just on the spur of the moment. It was just something that I was like, okay, this would make sense and I need to do something with it. So it was really, really fun to make this house. And I was thinking about putting in a old-timey oven, but it just didn't fit, so I changed my mind. And yeah, it's a really relatively simple kitchen. It wasn't that complicated. Looking back now, I can see the tiles don't really make sense like that. I don't like them that much, so I probably would have changed those. I wanted to put in an oven vent, but I couldn't make it fit. Oh yeah, I do change the floor. See, I don't even remember. It's been so long since I built this house. I wanted to do big double doors, but I couldn't get it to really look right. Because one of the things that I try to focus on a lot is symmetry. So when the door doesn't line up with the walls, it usually frustrates me if I catch it. As you can see, I'm throwing in the automatically placed windows in certain places, and in other places I put the windows in because they just weren't putting them in right. It's a nice house. I really love this house. It's really different from anything else that I built. So as you can see, I'm dividing up the rooms in the upstairs area, and there's one room that's kind of like a guest / kids room if you need it to be that, and then one room for the parents. And yeah, I didn't like how that was overlapping like that, so I end up I think I take out the little bottom part. Yeah, you'll see. Oh no, I don't, do I? I don't know. I don't remember. We'll see till the end. So I wanted the parents' room to have nice double doors, and then that little area between the rooms is a media center. So it has like movie posters, and you'll see it looks really, really nice. I think I work on that first section. And that's one thing that I've been working on lately is with staircases, I like to do half walls around it, so it doesn't look so, I don't know, exposed, I guess. Oh yeah, I do move it back. And then I'm just trying to make everything fit right. My original plan for the master bedroom was to include a ensuite bathroom, and I ended up changing my mind about that. And this room, oh my god, let me tell you guys, this room was probably one of my most favorite rooms I've ever built. I absolutely love the color scheme with the bed and then the walls. It just looks so perfect. It really, really works. I love that color scheme. And it really, really pairs well with the paintings I choose to put in the room. I think I put one of like a space painting type thing. And then some mountains. And I end up putting a couch in there, I think, and a table, and just usually regular bedroom stuff that I put. So yeah, there's the nice big space painting. I think it looks really, really cool. And then I throw in a nice little table. So the just a little bit of extra talking here. The next video that will be coming out is a song that I decided to mash together in a way. Really, it's the same song, but one is an orchestra version, and then the other is just the vocals. And I think it works really, really well. I love the song. So as you can see, I'm going in through the master bedroom, and instead of making a ensuite bathroom, I decided to make a nice little closet. And I love that Van Gogh bed. It looks so nice. I do end up sticking with it, and I kind of build the entire room based off of its color scheme. And in my mind, this room was made for like a couple that's really into art and music and just art in general. So I end up throwing some paintings and pictures of like musical instruments and jazz and just all kinds of nice stuff. Throwing a little dresser there. This room is really big and open still, so there's plenty of space to work with if you do decide to download the house. And I throw in some more instruments, and I have a painting easel, and yeah, that's the room. And then I go in and, wow, I thought I did this first, but I end up doing it second to last. This is of course, the media center, which I think looks absolutely awesome. Throwing the couch there and just a nice little coffee table. Really just a nice chill zone. And of course we have to have the Metal Knight statues. And the speakers to make it look like it's surround sound, of course. And then I work on the bathroom. The bathroom is actually rather bland as well. It is just a nice, I don't know, it's just, I don't know how to describe it really. I guess it could be kind of a modern-ish bathroom. And they have a bathtub and a toilet. I don't think they have a shower. No, they don't. But obviously, all of this is, if you want to change it around, go ahead. It's your house to download. I'm just showing you guys what I would do if I was designing a house. I really like those countertops. They're really I don't know, they're really modern in a way, and then I like the way the wood grain looks on them. So I decided to go for a little bit of a darker tone with those. They still have the same wood grain, but just a little bit darker. And oh my god, getting this countertop to look good with the sink was impossible. And I wanted to have a window there. I don't remember if I keep a window. No. I think I do actually. I put windows up there. And then get the nice bathroom separated by a bathtub separated by a half wall. And I think it looks really, really sweet. I thought it was too close to the door, but there's really nothing I can do to space it apart. And yeah, that's that bathroom. And then I go outside and I work on some more stuff, and we are actually wrapping up to the end here. I'm just adjusting stuff here and there. Sorry if it's really fast. I didn't want this video to be like super duper long, so. But I don't know, I think you can still see it. Oh yeah, I threw that TV and stuff in there. And I'm trying to play around with the roof, make it look good, make the windows look good, and make everything just line up perfectly. And I really like the way the house turns out. I think it's an awesome house. It's definitely different from anything that I normally do. Throwing in some chairs outside. Gotta have seating. Throwing a nice, what is that thing called? I forgot. Grill. And just putting in some plants. And I do end up putting a wall around the pool to make it look kind of a little bit more private. And yeah, that's the house, guys. I think it's really awesome. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, as well as what you guys think about the Sims build videos. As always, there will be screenshots at the end, so thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment if you want to, and don't forget to subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Later.